So nice seeing you, Brooke. A little bit of action here on the site. A little bit of wind, so not the best hair day. So a question for you. What is the tallest building in the world?
Is it that building in Dubai with Tom Cruise climbed up?
You had to get Tom Cruise in this, I got it. That is the second. The tallest is a library because it has a lot of stories.
Oh my gosh.
So that joke is the segue to we're heading into this building. We're gonna go up to the library and we're gonna talk about it for this next episode, looking at our new medical education building.
Well, unfortunately, my kid has my library card, but let's go check it out.
All right.
Last episode, if you remember, we had just finished placing our second pour for the slab on grade. Since then, we've poured the elevated structures for level 2, 3, and 4, and we're working on framing and forming the 5th level, which is the mechanical room. So in total, we have about 8.5 million pounds of concrete supporting this building. What typically happens is we have an active level of framing or formwork that we've got, and then the structural engineer will require so many floors to be reshored using shores. So what you see here is a combination of wood Ella shores and aluminum shores that are used to support the construction loads of the building and transpose those down through the structure. The reshores are coming out now, except for those that are going to be required to support the mechanical mezzanine. So once we finish placing the concrete for the mechanical mezzanine, we're going to start the exterior enclosure of the building, and then we'll work on forming and placing the mechanical pads so we can set air handling units up in the mechanical mezzanine.
Thank you, Brent, very much for that update. So Brooke and I are at the entrance to the library. Can you give us some idea of the size of this library space?
We have about 3,000 square feet here, a really great mixture of various study and lounge spaces, some quiet zones, some library and offices, and really great natural light.
Excellent. Do you think you and I will have access to it? Or are they good?
I hope so.
I do
I hope
too.
they let me in.
Right, exactly. So when I was a young person, a medical school library was story upon story upon story of what we called stacks of books. It smelled like a library. You were supposed to be quiet in the library, everything about it. Present day library, and especially a medical school library, that's not the way this was designed. So can you just tell us a little bit about, kind of the electronic version of a contemporary medical school library?
So many resources are found online and on the computer nowadays that we try to make sure that the dependability on Wi-Fi connection is top notch. So that's going to be the number one way that we're going to help the students to be able to connect and get to those resources dependably. Second way is really just being able to share that information and look at it up on the screen and get that group study environment going. And so I think our technology that we've designed in the building is creating a flexible environment for what our students need.
The other thing is, this has been designed very strategically for study of our students, well-being of our students. Can you just comment a little bit about how this has been designed with our students in mind?
Sure. I think it's going to be incredibly inviting and welcoming for the students. I think you're going to have a great option for whether you want to be sitting next to the window or if you'd rather have a quiet study space all to yourself. There's going to be plenty of natural light in the building and in the space specifically, where you're going to have windows on 3 sides and being able to look out at trees and natural light and the portico area that's going to be pretty popular, I see.
Excellent. And I should just add, for completeness sake, that this library will be very intimately attached electronically to the TCU library and all of their resources. So this doesn't just stand by itself. It stands within the wonderful university and their amazing library also.